Let me walk you through how I help people to buy their first investment. They go from confused and overwhelmed to buying the right property for them with confidence and doing it without all the stress, wasting weekends at open home, and making some massive financial decisions and mistakes that keeps you up all night. Because the truth is, most people want to buy. They want to invest, they want to get out of the rental trap and move into a property that actually feels like a home for them. But honestly, they get stuck. They don't know where to start, they're scared of buying the wrong property, and they don't actually have a proven process to follow. That's exactly why my system, the RISE method, comes in. It's a system that I've created to help everyday people to buy property, their family home, or their investments with full clarity and confidence. And the best thing about it, you know where to start and what the whole process looks like. And look, I wasn't raised around money. No one taught me how to build wealth. No one taught me how to buy property, or even the fact just budgeting at all. So I went from working FIFO and in construction for over a decade. I was earning really, really good money, but also I was living paycheck to paycheck, living off bad car loans, the credit card debt, stuff that's not actually going to give me the future I want. So I literally started to look to ways of how to get control of your financial. I also started looking into avenues around investing because I know deep down there was such a better way than living paycheck to paycheck and just stressing all the time about finances, checking your bank account every single day. And after all that, it led me to property because that's where it began for me. And so I realized very quickly that there is a lot of information out there, but it's everywhere. Literally, all the information is so confusing because people say, go buy brand new, go buy established, go buy commercial, buy this strategy, buy that, buy in this location, buy in a hot market, don't buy in a hot market, and so on and so forth. And honestly, when it comes down to actually buying a property and looking at all this data and all that, it gets bloody confusing and there's no actual clear instructions. So you run around headless going, where do I actually buy? How do I actually buy? And so this is how the method became like something that takes away all the confusion, all the information, and actually is designed based on everyone's circumstances, not based on what's happening around. It's based directly on you. And it's called the RISE method. And the reason why behind the name is you rise to where you need to be to successfully buy property. And what it provides is, one, it gives you the clarity. So you want to look at yourself. What goals do you want to set up? Where do you want to see yourself in the future, in the next 5 years, also in later 20 years, 30 years from now? The strategy looks like how much can you afford? Because your affordability is determined what areas you look at. Second is, how long do you want to be in the property? Do you want to keep it forever and never sell it? Or do you want to buy the property 10 years later, you want to sell it because you want to upgrade or downgrade, whatever it is. You got to take this into circumstances because this all goes into the strategy. From there, you look at how long do you want to hold? And then from that, you need to know, all right, in a perfect world, when do I want to see equity growth? And this is for the investment side of it. Do I want to see some really good growth in 1 to 2 years, 3 to 4 years? Because that also determines what market you buy into, because every state around Australia fluctuates and none of it is performing at the same time. And then we move into the actual execution. And this is where all the heavy lifting is done for you. Because once you build the brief and the strategy, you can go out and go source the properties because you know exactly what you're looking for. Are you buying a house, a unit? It's all done in the strategy. And the fun thing is, I handle all this for my clients. I do all the research, I build the strategy, I look for the properties, and I execute on their behalf to get the best property that suits them. And if you ever felt like buying property was a bloody headache, this is why each part of my section that I built for this method solves every single problem that everyone faces when it comes to buying an investment property and when it comes to buying their own home. The cool thing is our ongoing support, which is built into the system. And it's not like we buy a property for you and we go, see you later, bye-bye. We actually give you the support you need. We're constantly looking at your portfolio. We're constantly keeping in contact with you, making sure everything's running smoothly. And if there is anything that might need attention, I'm happy to do that. The cool thing is we actually are partnered up with great businesses across Australia that is dedicated providing the best service possible for their clients. And I am doing the same. That's why our relationships worked really, really well. And the reason why we've done this, and I'm looking for the best of the best, and I only work with the best, is I've heard horror stories of people, and I personally have went through this, of going through shit businesses that are just time wasters and they're only looking for the next transaction. They don't care about their client. And look, if you're thinking right now, hey, I don't even know where the hell to start, that is all cool. I have created a property readiness tool. It's a tool that takes no longer than 60 seconds. You fill out some questions and it will give you exactly where to start and how to start. And it will give you suggestions. It's also tailored to what you need right now to make the next step. It's not based on anything else. And if that sounds awesome, you'll find the link in the description below. And if you're thinking about buying property, that is exactly where I would start, because I wish I had all this when I first started buying property. But for now, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And just so you know, it is okay not to have everything figured out. You just need the right support and the right process that actually works for you. That's why the RISE method is here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.